you're going to have the rarest Boss 9 maybe on the planet.
What's up, everybody? We are on our way in hunt of a Boss 429. I'll give you some more information about it later, but it's a pretty special car for me to book some flights, get Jason Aker brought out of Phoenix, Arizona, because he's the Mustang guru, and get here to the airport this early in the morning. Kenny, take the truck home, bro.
Will do.
So everybody say hi to Jason Aker. If you don't know who Jason Aker is, you've been living under a rock and you don't have cable. Anyways, Jason's still working out in Phoenix, got his own thing going on, and I ran across a car that requires a certain Mustang Mastro type experience, knowledge, and know-how, because we have found a 1969 Boss 429. Now, this car is really special, and I'm going to kind of let the story unravel as it happens instead of just giving you all the goods right now. But this car's super low miles. It's got some amazing pedigree, and I think it could be, as Dennis would say, the holy grail of Boss 9s. Jason, what's been happening, man? How's Phoenix treating you?
It's still hot.
Oh, it's hot.
You know, it's good to be back in the Midwest, and when you called me about this car, this is something we definitely got to look at, because this could be the car. I mean, you just don't find them like that.
No, I think it would be considered a one-of-one, and I'd have to do a little bit more research, but as you know, guys, Gas Monkey does everything, and we never do the same thing. So sometimes I have to reach out, whether it's to Dennis or JD, or in this case, Jason Aker, because Jason is really the foremost restorer of early Mustangs on the planet. He won more awards, restored more of the most famous cars than anyone can even count, including like serial number 1 Shelby, right?
Yeah, but you give me way more credit. There's a lot of guys out there, but luckily you put me in a position where you can see it up close, and a car like this, that's what it needs. You know, we do a lot of resto mod stuff, but this car deserves that originality, take it back to what it is, and that's why we're going to take a look.
Let's go check this out. It's an actual car in a barn, but it runs and drives.
Well, at least we'll have to push it.
Yeah, right.
I'm excited.
Well, for you being the Mustang guru that you are, this is a pretty special car.
Yeah, it is. I think it could be a real special car if it all checks out what you told me.
I hope it's one of my favorite cars. You know what that is?
The right price.
No.
That could be flipped quickly.
No, the one that makes the most money.
Well, that's kind of what I said. Just different words. There it is.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Look at that. Let's go see.
Wow. Oh, that is cool.
I think I'd rather just pull up a chair like you guys and hang out. Richard Rawlings.
Nice to meet you.
You, sir?
Jim Robertson.
Jim?
Nice meeting you.
Nice
Alex.
to meet you.
Hi.
Sir?
Mr. Robertson, Jason.
Ed.
Nice to meet
Ed,
you.
how you
meeting
doing?
Alex, Jason.
Nice to meet you.
I had a little problem with my
Jason.
bike. I'm on medicines trying to solve my knee, so I'm a little lightheaded right now. I'll get up and help you the best I can.
Well, you take your time, and we're not worried about it. You know, we want to make sure that you're comfortable. And you got any of those pain meds left?
Probably.
All right, we might have to throw some of those in. Well, tell me what we're looking at.
The 1969 Boss 429. The engine that's in the engine compartment right now was built by Holman Moody, is not the original engine to that car.
Okay.
The original engine to the car, I have the block and some of the other parts are in there. The heads, the crankshaft, all the other pieces are in there.
All the internals.
Everything has, the original numbers are a separate engine that don't have a mile on them. The car that's in there right now was meant to drag. It, like I say, it's built by Holman Moody. It's got compression that takes it right up to almost where you need alcohol.
Oh, wow.
You need 112 octane to run that engine.
Really?
It's 100 or 655 horsepower dyno.
Holy cow.
When it takes off the line, it picks the front end up and carries it 60 feet. That's how, and let me tell you something. It's a hoot.
Now, did you race the car?
Rarely. I mean, honestly, this thing's only been down the track probably less than 30 times. Less than 30 times. I just didn't have time to race it, but I liked the car. I loved it, so I kept it. I gave it to my grandson. My grandson has no interest in it, told me sell it.
Now, the story that I got through Alan and through yourself was that it was basically converted as to a race car when it was new.
It's never been titled.
It's still on the MSO.
Huh?
Okay. And it was sold new in Oklahoma?
Oklahoma, yeah, if you look on the back of that thing, you'll see
Weatherford, Oklahoma.
that's where Penner Brothers were. They raced it as a professional thing,
Wow.
but they owned a plumbing supply house.
Okay.
The reason they sold this car, they got into tax problems. They put a notice on. I was down at Louisville at a car show down there. I went to the restroom. There was a tag showing this car. I pulled it off the wall, called them, bought it right there on the, over the phone.
So you're the second caretaker.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
I can tell you the car has never been wet. It doesn't even know what water is.
Really?
Never been wet. Wow. You look on it, you'll find things that are unpainted that have rusted, but you won't see, there's no rust on the potty, there's no rust anywhere. It's never seen water.
So part of the other story that I read was that it's only got like 1,300 original miles.
Look on the speedometer, 1392 it is.
God.
1,382.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so did they just drive it to the track and then race it and drive it home?
No, trailered it.
So
Same
almost.
as I did, I trailered it.
So everything's track mile.
Yeah, I tracked it. I took it on a trailer. I had a trailer.
Wow. That really, really is cool.
Took the original gas tank out
Yep.
for safety.
Yep.
The car originally had a battery in the back. That's where the battery in the back fit.
Right here. Yep.
Also, it had a space saver spare with an inflator.
Correct.
Those are in that car.
Okay.
Very rare piece.
These are very rare pieces.
Absolutely.
Got an inflator too.
Wow. Yeah, that's the rare piece. Yeah.
Everything out of there, the gas tank is in here.
Okay.
The gas tank, the filler, everything, the gas cap.
Yeah.
Everything is in here.
Perfect.
You know, that's required by racing. So I said, hey, rather than mess up the car, I took the cap off and put this.
Just bolt it in. Yeah. It's no big deal. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like you went to a lot of trouble to make sure you used like original bolt holes to put wherever you needed to.
You didn't drill a bunch of holes in.
The car is, as best I could keep it, the best it could keep.
Well, we hadn't gotten to the engine compartment, but what I'm seeing so far realistically is a little bit of trim on the transmission tunnel and then the bolts that put in the roll cage. That's about it.
That's it.
That's it. The reason the car is square and tight is there's two ladder bars underneath there, and that is a locked rear end.
Yep.
Those ladder bars, when it took off the car straight, it just went up, but it went up straight and raced.
Yeah.
It wasn't torqued because that is a locked rear end.
Yep.
You can't turn this car unless you turn it with an engine or you got something on it because it won't turn. There's 4 pads in there that got wheels on them because, like I say, it won't turn but 1 degree because one tire has to skid.
Yeah.
Because it's a locked rear end.
All that bracing that's underneath there that stabilizes it, is it welded on or bolted on?
Welded to the back axle and then welded to the
Okay. Miners. Yeah.
the clip.
Yeah. Absolutely. Wow.
Now this car's never had any body damage, right?
Never.
Never. Original paint all the way around, except
Original
for all
paint,
of this stuff.
Original, you know, the nostalgia of the stickers on it. There's only one sticker on it that's new, and I put it on there. It's that window. Because I'm a Christian.
Oh, right here. Yeah, on this window here.
There's nothing wrong with being a Christian, sir, so am I.
Like I say, I have all the original engine stuff. I have the regular intake manifold.
Yep.
This is a big Holly. You can see a beer can will fit down through there.
Yes, it will.
You know, so
And I know beer cans.
you can see these are the magnesium covers, not the aluminum.
The most expensive
These
version
are the
there
best ones you can get.
Yep.
This is the NASCAR engine, not the other engine. This is the NASCAR engine. This is the double fuel line that comes up through a filter to the splitter. To this, everything is done. There's a fuel gauge on it. It's on the outside.
Do you still have the original oil cooler that hung on the front of the?
Yes, I have all those coolers.
Okay.
I have the original air pump.
Oh, okay.
I have the injector tubes. I have all that stuff.
Awesome.
All that stuff.
How about the original carburetor? By any chance?
I do not have the carburetor. I have the intake manifold. I believe that was an 850.
Yeah. But
I don't have
again,
they're just cheap and easy to find.
The main thing, if you've got the engine parts, the carburetor is the easier of the bunch.
Everything. I've got everything for this thing. Car is a hoot to drive. Let me tell you something.
I bet.
First time you let that red button go, what it'll do with the gas down to the floor is it'll line lock. It stutters it at 35 because the curve on the engine, the max torque is like 31.
Oh, okay.
So you want to release a little bit before that so you get down to that. A gal from friends of ours came down there. She said, "Can I ride with you?" Yeah, go ahead. Sit in the thing. So I got up there, I line locked it, got it, released it, took the front end off, pinned her in the seat. When I slowed it back down, she said, "You got to take me back over to my car in the pits if you would." I said, "Okay." She says, "I peed my pants." So there is a little spot in there.
Well, I think we can deal with that if we get a deal done, but that is really cool.
It's got a straight line shifter in it. That's not the original transmission. The transmission that's in it is called a long transmission. Paperwork's in that box.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I got the original pumpkin.
Oh, awesome. For the third member for the rear end.
Yeah, I got the third member.
Yep.
It's in a black case.
Awesome.
I'll give it to you. I forgot it. Shame on me. I forgot it.
Oh, that's...
Well, it's no problem. Water pump.
Water pump. There's the one cooler. Here's your sending unit for the gas tank.
Okay.
I save everything.
Okay, so we got the original heads.
There's the intake manifold, the original. There's the original crankshaft. There's the camshaft.
All the way down to the smog tubes, Richard. The smog tubes with the globe right here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your smog system.
Yeah.
Oil cooler, which is extremely valuable and extremely hard to find.
Just to let you know, there's your gas cap.
Gas cap, original.
And a plastic bag.
And still looks brand new.
Brand new. That's the back seat.
Yes, sir.
Your
Exhaust manifolds.
There's your top loader.
Top loader.
There's the original engine block.
Original muffler and tailpipe.
That's the back. That's the exhaust. These are the wheels.
Magstar wheels, original.
Do you have the fourth one?
No. I am ashamed. I don't know if they didn't have it. I tried. They don't have it.
And even better, you got the original console, Richard. Just set it right here. Just so we can. There's your original number. That is a very rare item. Your original muffler with
let Jim sit down there for
February of '69 date code on it.
Okay.
So that's legit, all good. Yeah, that's.
Where's the number
further
on
inspection? Let me start digging on that because
that's what we need to know. Did the exhaust manifolds have a number?
Yes, they got cast numbers, which are right here. C9AE 95. Those are correct. And then
is it going to be on the top pad?
I'm looking at the
I was thinking about the
okay, that's the right
block.
top loader. Okay, now we've got the block C9AE. That's all good. But hey, to be honest, Richard, at this point, since you haven't made it, it's legit.
Yeah, I know.
Everything about that car is legit. Here, you're not gonna move that. It's cast. Unless you're He-Man.
Holy shit!
Yeah, you ain't moving that. Not with your bare hands. But
what about the cast? Is there a cast number on the bell housing?
Yeah, that's the wrong bell housing. That's it. The correct one's probably in the car.
Okay.
This is aftermarket.
Seat.
So,
all right, let's go look at the
main
car.
components. I mean, the main things that we're missing off the car are all right there. I mean, the sheet metal is 1000% original.
Okay, let's go look at the car real fast.
Okay.
Or not real fast. I need to know we're making the right decision. It's a lot of money. It's the original gas tank?
Yeah, I just took it out of that blanket, but yes. And then we've got the cinder over there as well. It came out of it, so.
Well, I got my glasses on now.
Okay, so.
Do you need some?
No.
Sure?
Not for this, because I'm all excited now. So just looking at the pinch welds, spot welds, everything in the sheet metal area, and then the original clamp mark from the factory, like where the machine that held it. This is all legit, all original sheet metal. You can tell by the fitment of the rear end. I mean, this is just how they were in '69. Just the way they are contoured, but they don't exactly match. That's just what it was. Another telltale sign, Richard, anytime you've got original weather strip like this, see how sloppy the yellow glue was? The factory was not clean. They took a brush, like a paintbrush, and brushed it on. So anytime you see it, you know it's not been repainted. It's got all original stickers on it.
Okay.
You get into the doors, just the way they sound is a dead giveaway that it's original. Just because they close on their own, they're solid. But if you look closer, you got the same glue. You've got all original weather stripping just by the texture in it. I mean, those are original sill plates. Original, I looked under the dash, the firewall pad is all original, so none of that's ever been out of the car. I mean,
all right, let's talk numbers up here.
Now up here, the magnesium valve covers, roughly $3,000 for a pair of them. You already have them on the car. The heads we have to go back on, he has the original intake. The valve covers are where the money's at, and they're right here on the car. They can be restored, so all that can be brought back to life. He's also got the original water pump. He's got all the original equipment, the pulleys, fans, all those things in the front. He has the oil cooler, the large cooler that goes in front. Those things are almost impossible to find. He has that in the brackets, so that's huge.
Okay.
Power steering cooler, that one you showed me, it looks like that waffle. It's the tall version, which is correct for a Boss 9. But see right there, what you just rubbed off, March 14th, D2 is the shift number. That's right in line with when this car was built. And right here, you got a 1969 stamp, steel stamp in the metal. These are all original. The hood, no rust in the typical areas. And like he said, it's never been in their water. So
look at the way they chain the motor down on this side.
Yep, torque. That's the old torque thing. That's the old torque trick from the 70s. When you would torque it like at a drag strip, the motor would try to roll to one side, so they changed it down so it wouldn't hit the hood and everything else. Because they have so much torque, they break motor mounts back in the day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there's a chain there.
Yep, it's cool. And I knew from being around it what exactly that was for. Watch your fingers, Richard.
There's your numbers. There's your important numbers right there.
Car craft numbers. So 1674 is your number of this car. 1201 was the first car that year. So roughly this is the 475th production car that year. And your VIN number, obviously.
And it says NASCAR on it. That's the NASCAR one. His is magnesium valve covers.
That's original. Even, I mean, down to the stupid details like the bumpers. The originals have the ridges on one side.
9FO, 942 is what you got over there?
Yep. Yep, that's it. Richard, you have all original firewall padding. Everything under the dash. It doesn't look like it's ever been out of the car. Very curious now. Because I can tell the carpet's original, I'm very curious if you have a build sheet laying right here.
Well,
but either way,
it can rest a little longer if we can get a deal done.
It's a real deal. So I'm giving you my thumbs up on it.
Well, Jim, when was the last time it actually ran?
About 2 years ago.
Okay.
The oil in it is clean, fresh, new.
Yeah, it looks like fresh oil.
I guarantee it will start. All you have to do is adjust the valves, put some 112 octane in it, and put a battery in it. It'll start.
I believe you.
So what we know that all the parts, the big money parts that are not on the car, he's got in the back of the truck. The smog system alone's $5 grand, and he's got the smog system laying, the original smog system.
Okay. I'm not really worried about the parts because I always figure parts is either something I might need or something I can sell. But let's talk about just.
Here's where I look at it as a restorer. Boss 9 parts are roughly 5 times the parts of any other Mustang. Okay. So whatever's missing is going to cost you money if you're going back original. So the fact that they're all there, you're money ahead. If we're going to try to restore it back to the race car, then you can sell that and sell those parts and offset some of your costs. But
I don't know that you could really count on making any money there because it doesn't have any like huge history.
No,
you know,
I think what you do, I think we go into this car and we put it back where it was originally, and you've got the lowest mild Boss 9 known in existence. It's candy apple red. You paint the, I mean, you got to pick in the next few weeks. You got to pick one or two ways. Go back with what it became, the race car, or go back to what the most valuable version is, which is all original 1,382 mile car, which is going to cost some money to do it that way. But in the end game, you're going to have the rarest Boss 9 maybe on the planet in a very desirable color. So it's super cool this way. It's a really hard decision because the fact that it's got gold leaf, old school 70s race look to it is fabulous. But value wise, if you're talking cash money, restore it back to original and sell it for all the money. That's my opinion.
It's a hard choice because if you put all the original parts back and its numbers matching and has the race look, since it's not tubbed or anything, but it has all the stickers on it, you might bridge the gap there between the two.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. I think either way, you're going to find somebody just itching to buy it. And honestly, if you wanted it, which I don't want to hear because I want to restore the car, but if you could buy it and sell it today and make a very good profit on the car. Dude, but in all seriousness, that is a unbelievable car.
Got to be one of the coolest ones you've seen.
It is the rarest, most original one I've ever seen. The thing though is like the stainless trim on the car. Every piece is there, and there's very few flaws in any of it.
Cool. Well, let's see if we can make a deal.
All right.
All right. So I know kind of where you're at, and I don't really think that this is a negotiable moment. But how about $1,000 for the car and the parts?
I can do that.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That was easy.
Now I got to figure out how to get it to Dallas. What do you think about that?
That was all it was advertised and more. That was better than I even expected. I expected something to be wrong with it, but really, man. And that deal you made, I think that's the easiest deal you've ever made.
I don't know, man. I mean, I know it's a good deal, and I know we're going to end up making some money, but it's like the best money on the car is to tell the story, get it to start and run and drive under its own power, and sell it like it is. Because then, like you said, they can decide.
Yeah. It is a true barn find, even though it was in a little later model barn. He had it tucked away, and he did not want people knowing where it was at.
Yeah, that's why we're only in Ohio.
Yes, only in Ohio.
Well, super cool, man. You did your job.
Hey, I enjoyed it.
Maybe I need to bring you back to Gas Monkey.
Hey, I'm always listening.
It's literally pulling in right now, and it is the lowest mile Boss 429, I think, in existence. That is badass. Woo, look at that. Get over here, Josh, and check this thing out.
Look, we all know I'm not a Mustang guy, but if I had to have one, that's pretty fucking sweet. That's a real Boss 9 car?
Oh, numbers up. Everything's where it's supposed to be. It's got a Holman Moody built motor, and the original numbers motor and tranny are in the back of that truck.
Damn, dude.
So the Boss 9's home. All the parts are here, everything we need, and now I got to decide what I'm going to do with it, because if I can find the right customer for the car, I'd like to not only sell them the car and hopefully make a little money there, but also put it back to whatever condition they decide they want it in. It could be in race condition, it could be restored. It's 1,362 original miles, and this is really a piece of Mustang history right here. There ain't another one like it, so get you some of that. All right, so this got here late Friday night, but it's hard to keep a secret in the Mustang Boss 9 world. So the word was out that I found this car in a barn up in Ohio, and that it's super rare, 1,300 original miles, never been titled, and it's a really, really good original car. Once we got it here, we were able to check it out, and you can really tell where the dealership back in 1969 went to the trouble to remove all the parts appropriately and save them. Now you think, why would they do that if they're making a race car? Well, back in the day, the dealers used to do that, and they'd go race it and have some fun. Then they'd pull all the stickers off, put the original parts on, and stick it on the used car line. It's just the way it happened. So anyways, this car, the word got out, and I got a couple of calls. There's already going to be 2 majorly upset guys because they didn't get it. An actual guy here, local, got it. He's a big collector, lives up kind of by Dennis. He came and saw it over the weekend. I met him up here. So it's Monday morning, and it's gone with some very, very good profit. So you'll get to see the profit. You'll get to see what happens when you get the next update on my $1 million challenge. But let's just say this is getting me on down the road a ways.